Thank you.
Can you tell me your name?
Yes, my name's Denice Tolentino.
From where are you?
I'm from El Paso, Texas.
You want to tell me a story?
Yes.
Your story?
My story. Okay. Like I said, I don't know much, but what I do know is that from my mother's side, my grandfather, when my mother was young, he would go and observe Shabbat every Friday with a group of men, of around 10, 15 men, together at a house. And he would never tell my mother what he was doing. So growing up...
He kept it secret?
Kept it secret from my mother. But people, since there was not a very big Jewish community in Chihuahua, or in Mexico, in Juarez, they thought that my grandfather belonged to a sect where they were doing other stuff, but they were doing Shabbat. And for many years that happened. And my mother was never raised Jewish. She was never raised Catholic or Christian. No religion. No religion. It wasn't until later that my mother was around my age that my grandma told my mother what was going on, what happened, why they were never raised with a religion. And the Friday nights, she explained to my mother what they would do every Friday, which is to observe Shabbat. And
to light candles?
Light the candles, everything. My mom then, she found out, she knew. And that's all I know from the background. But what I know with me, I'm 23, and I grew up at the Jewish Community Center in El Paso. I went to summer camps for Jewish children, and I observed Shabbat since I can remember, since I was little. My mom taught my brother and my sisters. We grew up being Jewish in Judaism till we were 18, and my mother said, I'm not going to enforce a religion. You can decide, you're old enough, what you want to believe in. And I like Judaism, and I stayed in the faith. And now I'm a senior at the University of Texas, and I serve as the president of Hillel, which is a Jewish organization for...
Hillel?
Hillel.
Hillel.
You know what Hillel is?
Yes, I know.
Yes, okay. So I'm the president. Last year I was vice president. Now I'm serving as president. And I'm majoring in English and American literature with a minor in Jewish studies to hopefully continue the Jewish studies. And that's all I know. I'm really into the Jewish studies, and I grew up with the Judaism, but my mother never took me to synagogue. I felt like I was missing being with the community. One thing's observing Shabbat, but the other thing is being part of the community. So I told my mom I wanted to go to shul, and I did 4 years ago. I went with Rabbi Leon, and I told him I wanted to be part.
You go to every Shabbat to synagogue?
Yes, every Saturday afternoon. I try to go, and I don't go unless I'm out of town or I have a test. But if I don't go, I do Shabbat at the house. And I try to go for Havdalah on Friday night. But I go every Saturday. I try to. And even if I don't go, I always call my rabbi. We meet once a week. I told the rabbi I wanted to do it the right way, so I converted before I came to Israel. I converted in January, towards the end of January, and after the first year I was going by myself to the synagogue. I brought my mom with me, and my mom started coming with me, and we did the classes together for the conversion with the rabbi. And then my mom brought another friend with her who had...
Your dad also convert?
No, just from my mother's side. From my father's side, he's non-religious. I know that he comes from Spain. His last name's Elizalde. and he has descendants of Arab. The Caliph is from Spain. That's pretty much I know from my father's side. But pretty much the rabbi calls me the leader because I brought my mom, and my mom brought a friend, and
Very good.
So, and then